Hello. How's it going, everybody? Okay, so I titled this stream Let's Explore PowerShell because I don't really have a plan. I was so focused on that other project that we finally finished, the MyTop8, and now that we're done, I really didn't plan any future stuff. So let's kind of just poke around and see what we can work on today. So I think I saw an issue out here. Brandon made an issue for, and this is what I said in the last stream, someone come out here and make this feature request. So the idea is that if someone's table is too big and they want to, you know, have it actually render at like 75% of what it normally would be. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the example. So if someone wants it a little smaller, we should be able to take in a parameter called, you know, something, table size percent or whatever, and shrink the size of the photos, because I'm pretty sure that the table is just going to auto fit the photo sizes. Right now, the photo sizes are hard coded in at 145 pixels by 145 pixels. But yeah, we can go ahead and change that. So yep, Brandon, he's got an issue out here. Feature request, allow users to change the size of the table / photos, because the photos really are what discern the size of the table, with a percent. And this is great. So what we're going to do, we're going to work on this. Let me get out of here. Get out of this stuff. Let's go into MyTop8. Reload code here, and let me make this a little bigger. Whoops. So where we would make that percentage change on the tables is, I think it's just somewhere in here. It's just hard coded in as, yep, right here, 145 and 145. And I like that size as being like the full default size. So we would just have 100%, you know, default to that 145. But if someone puts in 75%, you know, we'll do some maths to figure out how many pixels that is and round up, you know, because we're going to not always have a round number for the percentage. So let's just build some of this scaffolding here real quick. No, actually, I'm going to make a new branch for this. So let's do a checkout-b, which will create the branch. Feature, oops. I'll just call it size percent. Oh, get checkout. Whoops, get checkout B. So it's going to make a branch in Git called this, and it's going to be based off of where we are in main. Sweet. And now we've got this new branch, so we can play with some code over here, and we're not touching main. And then once we feel like we've created this feature, we can create a pull request on GitHub, and that pull request will close the issue if we've solved it or whatnot. So, okay. So my thoughts for this is we would need to create a new YAML parameter here for, let's just call it in the example, table size percent, description, default 100% is 145 pixels. Provide a percentage to change this default. I don't know, quick description. Default will be 100. Required is false, because we have a default. You know what? I'm going to wrap this in quotes. And then so now down here, we just need to include another parameter. So table size percent is going to be inputs table size %. So we'll save that. Now I need to make that parameter here. That's actually an int. So I don't think I can do system int. I just have to call it. It's an integer. What do we call it? Table size %. And again, we're always going to get a value for this. It's usually going to be 100, but if someone changes it, it'll change. So let's make a new function just to keep this clean. Get pixel length. I don't know. So let's give this function a name, get pixel length. Oops, there we go. And a parameter for this is going to be the percentage. So we'll just do the same. We'll just call it the same thing, table size. There we go. So if you're wondering, so this is all you need for a function. I like to wrap it in these regions so that I can, I don't know, hide that code. So VS Code knows how to go from region to end region. You don't need anything after that, but I just like to have a description or the name of the function or something to let me know when it's collapsed, what the heck is in this region. And so it just makes the code look a lot cleaner. If I need to come in and look at this, commit get repo code, I can expand the region. Again, that's a feature in VS Code. So that's why I do that. It's not like PowerShell required, but it just makes it look nicer. So table size % here. Let's go. We're going to define the default at 100%, which right now is 145 pixels. Default pixel length equals 145. I don't need to declare that this is an int, but I like to, because you never know what's going to break. So process. So we're basically, this is just a simple math equation we're going to write to apply the percentage number to 145. And actually, I would like to also start, before we even do the math, I like the idea, obviously, like this is to make the table smaller, was the initial thought of the issue and initially what I thought this would be. But what if someone wants it a little bigger and they provide like 120? It'll make it, 120%. So it'd go up to, 170 or something like that. I would hate to allow somebody to put, 5 million % as the value. So I want to put a limiter on this. Oh, I wouldn't actually do that here. I would do it here. So I'm going to provide some metadata basically on this parameter, and I'm going to say validate script. And then here I can write some logic. So if the number is greater than, gosh, let's just start with 150. If it's greater than 150, return false. Otherwise, we're good, and return true. So this is a way to, before the script even runs, I'm giving a condition for this, the value provided. So before it, before we do the math or get an error message down here or even generate the HTML, this needs to come back as true for the script to even continue. I'm saying for this script to validly run, we must get true back. And so I'm saying if someone provides greater than 150, 200%, I'm saying that's too big. False, error. So let's just test to make sure that this even works. Nope. I want to say action.ps1, table size %, I'll say 151. And this should give me an error. Yep. Cannot validate parameter. With value 1 did not return a result of true. I almost don't like that it shows the code here. Is it because of the return? That's weird. I've never seen it return the script block that was used, but I guess it's fine. So this would tell somebody, this error would come up in the GitHub action and they'd see the logic. So I guess that's okay. Oops. But if I provide 149, other things break because the script said this is a valid value. Let's continue. I guess let's add or. It can't be less than 0. You can't provide a negative number. Let's go or. I think I have to wrap these in parentheses. I'm not sure. And then provide another condition. Or this is less than or equal to 0. There we go. So now I should be able to provide 0 and it will also yell at me. Yep. So it's got to be between 150 and 0. Yeah, less than or equal to 0. So it can't equal 0 either. It has to be bigger. So, okay, we're good there. Now I'm comfortable continuing because we have some error checking on this. So get pixel length. We have to do some math here. I'll call px equal 145 px times, I don't know if you can, yeah, I doubt that. There's a way you can call a math class, but I don't know what you get here. There's all kinds of like built-in math functions. We're going to use one of them. We're going to use this to round our number because a percentage on 145 is going to equal 72.4. We'll just round that up, for example. But I wonder if there's a round. That's one we'll use later. I didn't see a percentage on here. So I guess we just take the percentage. So if they provide 70, I'm going to say % equals 75. We just divide that by 10. No, we divide it by 100. Math is hard. So % divided by 100 gives us this. And we would multiply that by the pixels. So that gives us the pixel. And then I think this is where we wrap this math round. Sweet. So let's say % is 105%. 152 pixels. Perfect. That was fairly simple. One liner here. So let's do a system.math. And I'm calling the round method on this class here. Round. What was this? We have the percentage, so that's table size percent divided by 100 times the default pixel length. Yeah, okay. So we've got that function. Save, close that up. We're going to use that function in the get current top 8 section. So this is going to have to have a new parameter on here. Let's call this, whoops. I think you can convert. So that gives us a number. I need to say, yeah, I want the string version of that. So I can, oh, that didn't work. Hang on. Because I need it in an integer, so PowerShell sees it as a number and I can do math things to it. But then when I plug it in to the HTML, it's just going to be a string. Just insert this number here. I probably won't run into an issue. Maybe I don't even need to do a conversion. I'll just leave this blank. Let's do pixel length equals nope, I just need this here. And we need to change this in 2 spots. We have to change it here. And then on Tom's, he needs to be the same size as well. And I'm pretty sure that's the only place that we hard-coded in a size. Okay. I think we're good there. Now I have to figure out how to pass that. So we're calling that function right here. So here's where we would do it. We would say, oh, what did I call that? Pixel length. Whoops. Pixel length equals get pixel length. See, and I don't want to have to keep scrolling, so I should hide these so I can just quickly scroll a little ways. That's another benefit to regions. Just hide the stuff you don't want to scroll through. Okay, this only needs the table size percent, which is provided because the default is hard coded in. So we just need, where did I do this at? Right here. That should work. I don't know if I can run this locally. Oh, but I can test this. So, get status. So I'm pretty sure we're done. That was a simple fix. We just substitute the HTML with a variable, and it gets that variable from this parameter. We're providing a value to that parameter here, and we're invoking this function and giving it the parameter it needs, which should just be table size percent. And we get that by default. Usually it's going to be 100. So I guess let me test this real quick against, well, yeah, no, it'll be the same thing. Anyway, this should work. I can test this before release. So I'm going to do a git add, whoops. Oops, caps lock. Adding support for variable size of top 8 table. Min 1 max if it's greater than 150, so our max, it can equal 150. Okay, git commit. Oh, I already committed. So I need to git push. Since this is a branch, I have to add this -u, which is short for, I think, set upstream. This branch does not exist in GitHub. So I'm telling it, push the, yeah, I guess I have to type this out. I'm saying take my local branch here and push it into my origin. And origin is GitHub. So make this branch in GitHub, basically. So once that's done, we'll be able to come into GitHub. Oh, it gives me a link for a pull request. Cool. But we can come here now. If we just browse the code base, there should be another branch up here. So main and feature size %. So because this branch is here, I can actually go to, where's my test? I'll just go here. We can go to our test repository and change our workflow to point to that branch's action. So before we even make a release, we can test this stuff, which is pretty cool. I'll show you. So in the test workflow, instead of pointing at the main branch, I would just change this to point to the feature size % branch. Feature size %. And I'm going to provide a, I think that's what we called it, right? I can't remember. Tables _ size _ %. I'm going to say 50. So it's like very obvious that we change that. Okay, sweet. Now let's go and run it. I guess I should probably include some output in the output of this. When we do the percentage calculation. Oops. Oh, 31 seconds ago. It's green. Yep, and it committed. So let's just go look real quick. It should be smaller. Yeah, that's cool. But now we're running into this weird stuff. I think we probably need to center these photos. The reason they're long is because the text is long. So it's shrinking to be the size of the cell, but it's not just the picture that discerns that, it's also the text. So I probably don't want to make the text any smaller, but I do want to center the photos. Anyway, so that's, I wonder how you do that in HTML. So width, height, that's the end of it. Let's do a Google's because I don't know. Yeah, photo centering. It should be centered by default. I just didn't think of that the first time. So, what am I doing? HTML. How to center a picture. Use the center tag. Image style, display. Margins are okay. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So I think we need to just add it here in this p tag. Style equals text. Whoops. Single quote. Hang on one sec. I need to take care of something real quick. I'll be right back in just 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. Work. Okay. So I think this will work here. Let me make this bigger, and I'm actually going to, there we go. Okay, so we aligned center, and this is wrapped around the, okay, so this centering is going to go until this P block is closed, which is all the way past the photo there. So it should center all elements inside, I assume. So let me grab this and add it to Tom's as well, right down here. There we go. Save. Adding now I don't have to do that weird -u upstream stuff when I push this code, because I've already told Git that the remote for this is in GitHub. Here's the link. That's already been created by that -u. I don't have to do that anymore in my Git commands and whatnot. So that got pushed up here, and we don't need to change anything else. We just have to rerun the workflow. Whoops, wrong spot. Again, real quick, we're doing this because Brandon came out and created an issue on this repository, on this project, this MyTop8. So if anyone else has any other ideas, or they have questions, or should we make this, come out here, new issue, make an issue. That would be awesome. So yeah, okay. MyTop8. This won't take that long. Okay, so it is here, but it didn't work because the pictures are not centered. I don't want to use CSS. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the CSS. Oh, that's what they were saying earlier. Okay, found the right code. Not a big HTML person, so looks like we don't need this. We just need to wrap This is a link to the image, but on the image itself, you know what? We need to center everything. We need to center the text, the picture. That's before that. Okay, so that would go here after, around this P block. And I guess I'll start another one just to see if I need both. It's probably a neater way to do this, but just get it working. Okay, save. And that'll push up. Let's rerun this. Actions. Oh, okay. Oops, I didn't want that one. Yep, overriding. Okay. Well, that still didn't do it. Maybe I'm putting it in the wrong spot. Oh, it's not here yet. Oh yeah, it is. Center. Oh, but I didn't add it to MySpace Tom, but none of them centered. I'm missing something. Maybe I have to do it on the cell. Okay, style. Oh, okay. Text align, center. That's what I need. All right. Undo this centering stuff. And where it's saying is on the whole cell definition. Is that it? I don't remember. Quote, colon, center, quote. So nothing at the end. So how's everybody doing? Finally getting some warmer weather, which is really nice. Where am I going here? It's not negative 20 more. Man, that was so cold. And it wasn't even, I remember waking up sometimes and seeing the temperature and I was just like, man, I hope that's the wind chill. Nope. It was actually like negative 12, wind chill of negative 35. Oh my goodness. It was awful. But you guys know that. So, okay, feature size percent already done there. Darn it. What am I missing? Seems like such an easy thing. If anyone knows how to write this HTML to center a daggum photo, let me know. It doesn't look like it's centering anything. The text or the photo. So oh, let's get rid of this stuff. I see style options here. Style on the image. So auto, I'm going to say text align center. On the P style? Okay. Then I need to change this. Thank you. Let's try that. So on the P style, here we go. So there's a P block for the photo, and then there's a second P block for the text. So I'll have to do this twice. Text align center. Hold on. So let me grab this. Again, I need to, whatever I'm doing, I duplicate it for Tom down here. So that picture P block ends right here. But I've already got a center align on the text, but I know that that doesn't work. This is not centered. But it looks like it's already there. Ah, well, one change at a time. Centering. Who cares? Okay. Actions. That pushes up pretty quick. So I can basically do this right away. If you guys have been following along with my streams, this is testing this action so much faster than I did before. I need to go and delete those 30 tags because I must not have been referencing the branch properly, and I can just reference the branch. And I didn't have to like make 30 separate pre-releases every time I wanted to test a new thing. That was just a whole hour of making branches or features, releases, sorry, pre-releases. That was awful. This is so much faster. Yeah, I'll figure this out. For now, I want to see what this looks like if we do a larger percentage. So I guess I need to come here. I'll figure the centering out. I don't want to waste time on it now. Let's come into the workflow. Guess what am I doing? I can change this locally and push it up. Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. Wrong project. Okay. Let's go from 50% to 135%. And see what that looks like. I wonder if the text centers on the photo. So if the photo is big, it may actually center. Because we did have... yeah, random kid. The code you suggested on the P block, that was already on the text. So maybe it's just centered on the photo or something. So we'll see. So if the photo is bigger, that, you know, Tom should move over. That's what we should see. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Nope, it's not centered. But that sure is bigger. 150 by 150, right? No, it would be something else. Let me just look at this real quick. 196. So everything's 196 by 196. Okay. Yeah, so we still have a quirk on the centering when it's too small. This doesn't look bad. It's not bad that this stuff's not centered like this. But when it's smaller, for example, when our photo here, you know, going vertically, my name is much longer than this username. And so because my name is longer, it made this whole column longer, or wider, I should say. And so it'd be nice if the picture and link below were centered, even if the, you know, based on how long the names are, the cell columns might be a different size because the usernames are a different length, but I can probably figure that out some other time. But I don't want to merge this in until that's done. So what, I guess I could probably, let's do this. I'm going to copy. Yeah, let me copy all this. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. To just a local README here. Oh, why is that? That's weird. Then I can view this preview. And then as we change things, we will get that live preview. This is gross. Okay, I'm going to say, let's change these to, what were they before? I don't know, 80. Oh, that was the wrong one, but 80 and 80. Oh, see, it did center on you. 80 and 80. And now I want to change his photo to 80. The next one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here. Oops, wrong one. Well, here it's centered, but not in GitHub. So maybe that's just a thing I can't do. That's weird. It is centered here. Guess it'll have to do for now. So the way this will work is, let me do a, we don't have anything else that's changed. So we get out of this. Although I don't think the centering even works right now. Let's just merge this in, because why not? Okay, nothing local. All right. I guess technically I'd have to make a new release of MyTop8. So let's make a pull request. Yep, compare and pull request. I don't have any automated testing or anything set up for this, so feature size %. Let's say closes number 1. This is something really cool in GitHub. So GitHub is looking for certain keywords. So this issue that Brandon made, let's just go here and show you guys. This is GitHub specific, obviously. So if I come into this issue, it's got a title. It's #1. So if in the description or the title or even a commit message, one of these commit messages, if it says closes, you know, #1, that's a flag to GitHub to say, okay, when this pull request is satisfied and actually completed and merged in, it will automatically go and close that issue because this is the resolution of that issue. So it's a great way to keep things tidy without having to leave and manually close everything. This PR includes the changes to shrink or expand the photo sizes in the table. Ranges, I'll put this min here again. Min is 1, max is 150. Let me just do it like that. Okay, create pull request. Oh, and something else, it was automatic based on the button I clicked, but I'm merging from this branch. It's going into main. That's another important thing when you're making pull requests, but I forgot to look at that because it was automatic. And GitHub does a compare. Nothing will break if I do this. So merge pull request. Sweet. So now, notice the number on issues went away. There's one closed issue because GitHub saw that message and automatically closed it. So there's a lot of like built-in GitHub automation, which is really cool. It's nice to know that stuff when you work on actual bigger projects. They sort of expect you to have those sort of housekeeping things. If you don't know it, that's fine. You know, people will teach you, but it is nice to not have to rely on someone else to clean up some of your stuff. So anyway, so that was merged in, and I think this will, I think locally, if I do a git pull -p, I think this is the command. So -p, this stands for prune. It's a way to automatically clean up these branches. So locally, I have a branch still active. It's still just out here. It's literally a clone of the code base. I don't need that branch anymore. It's merged in. So this is a way to automatically compare your local to the remote. And now if I do I should have done this before. Oh, hang on, git checkout main. I don't think it could delete it. Oops, git pull -p. There is a way. I just looked at this weekend. Git prune. Yeah, to just clean up your branches. Git can tell. Oh, it's on the fetch command. You can't do it on pull. Okay. So git fetch -p. Oops. I'm missing something. This worked before. Git fetch prune origin. Okay, let's try that one. I guess I'll type it the way they say. Git pull. I know there's a way to automatically delete that branch locally. Remote repository. Let me do it locally. Let's go to the official documentation. Just git prune. Weird. Okay. Yeah, you can delete the branches that way manually. But like over time, if like 10 issues come in for different features and I've worked on, 10 different PRs, I would just want my repository to know, oh, on the remote, my local branch that was pushed was already merged in. So I can delete it from the remote and delete it locally. I know I ran these commands this weekend. Git fetch. Whoops. Git pull. I don't know what it was. Can't remember. Oh well. I'll figure it out some other time. So we've got a merged new feature. I guess we could publish a release of this version 1.1 with the new feature. So if someone's using @latest, they will now get this size percentage feature. So I'm going to say draft a new release. Can I just keep all that text? I would really like to keep all this. Okay. Copied that. I'm not retyping all this new stuff. I probably should just keep a change log, and that's how I'll track all this. Okay, it's a publish community 1.1 @main MyTop8, and I want to just add I don't know, I don't know how people do this normally, but you can now specify a value for table size. If you want to shrink or expand the photo sizes from their default 145 by 145 pixels. Okay. New release. And then I have automation, obviously, that worked last time, that will automatically tag 1.1 as latest. So people that have set this up already, that are using @latest, let's say 1,000 people are using this and they're referencing latest. I didn't just break, they don't have to change their workflow to get the new version. They've specified, I trust latest. So that's really cool that it automatically tags this, and it stripped it from 1.1. So if we look at the tags, yeah, latest is applied to this commit. You see these commit IDs are the same. Latest used to be tagged to this one, but my action automatically took care of that. So, okay, that went longer than I thought. I will do my best. Thank you, Brandon, for making this issue. But I will do my best going forward to come up with, I don't know, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see like a whole stream on, here's all the crazy things you can do with variables? Like teach PowerShell, or I've got lots of projects that are just mine that I can just work on. I don't know what you guys want to see. Do you want to learn PowerShell like from scratch? Like have this be like an instructor type stream to start, or do you want to just see me work on cool stuff? Okay, Brandon says, I would like to see more on how you use GitHub to make a website like you did with your blog. Okay, good point. So there's not much PowerShell involved with that, but GitHub will host a website for you if you name the repository a certain name. So you have a repo called yourusername.github.io. GitHub will serve this static site. So there's several different static site generators. I'm using Jekyll, and GitHub just knows how to compile all this code and render up my Jekyll website. So go to MatthewJDeGarmo.com. This whole site, all the blog posts and everything, this is just hosted for free on GitHub. So all the source code to my site is out here. If we come into blog posts, I've got 5 right now. And these are just, in how my Jekyll theme is structured, they're in the posts folder. And here's all my blog posts. If I want to make a new one, just add a new file in here, and GitHub's just going to recompile my site and dish it up automatically. So that's not very PowerShell-y, but that's one thing on my PowerShell journey that I listen to a lot of podcasts, and all these people are like If you want to get started, if you want to get involved in the community, if you want to learn more, make a blog, even just for yourself. Like I've actually come out here and referenced some of these things, some code snippets that I put in these that I forgot how to do that I blogged about. So if nothing else, making a blog, just do it for yourself, just to document things you're working on. Obviously, I could be better about that. There's a lot of posts that I'm behind on that I'd like to make. But if you're new to PowerShell and you want to sort of blog about your PowerShell journey and start your own free blog, it's free. Yeah, let me know and I can go through how I grabbed this theme and how you set it up. I did do a little extra. So the website that GitHub makes for you is this, matthewjdegarmo.github.io. That is your website link. I went out and bought the domain MatthewJDeGarmo, and I set up some DNS to forward, like this CNAME here. This helps with this. I'm forwarding to MatthewJDeGarmo.com. So I've got my own link, but really that's the only thing I paid for. Otherwise, it's free if you don't want to be special with it. So if other people want to see a website, a new blog to create for yourself, we can try to do that. But yeah, otherwise, you know, I could just work on my own functions and teach that way, or literally prep like an hour lesson on here's how you use variables. Here's all the different ways to define, you know, functions or whatever. So just let me know anything like that. I'd love to do. I'm just kind of, I'm new to streaming, so it's like hard to come up with content to do. So that's where I really lean in on you guys. Like Brandon made the issue today that like took up all of today's time because, you know, he contributed that. So the more you guys contribute, I'll look into how to structure making a tutorial on setting up a GitHub page for somebody, because I've already got one. So I don't know how to make like a second one. Unless you want to volunteer, be a guest on the stream, and we can make your, you know, use your GitHub repository to make one. That'd be cool. So we could do that. If that's okay, we can set that up. But yeah, any suggestions, let me know. I think we're good on time. We're going to end on time this time. So that's good. Thanks for the input today. The style text align center. I think that did it, but GitHub must render things differently. Because technically it renders Markdown, and Markdown knows how to interpret HTML. So I'll have to do some playing with if there's something else that I need to do in the GitHub version of rendering this stuff to make this table center. Oh, it's this one. Test. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. If they're too small, it'd be nice to have them centered so it still looks nice even though it's small. But anyway, we added a feature, new release, so that's cool. I need to make a blog post on this action just so, you know, just a whole tutorial on how to use it. No one's just going to stumble upon this and know what's going on. So I'll try to make a blog post on this. So if you guys want to use it too, even if you followed along, if you haven't used actions or workflows in GitHub, it's kind of confusing. So I'll try to make like a step-by-step, do this, and you know, you can use this action. So, okay, well, that's all I've got. Yeah, if you are itching for more PowerShell stuff, like I said last time, there's a Twitch. There's a Twitch account that its whole purpose is to host certain people that stream PowerShell stuff. And the automation for this is back up and working. You'll see if you go and follow us on Twitter. Man, I cannot remember what it is called on Twitter. I'll have to find that and post it, or I'll have it ready for next time. But when I went live, this account sent a tweet out. And so it does that for a whole host of people specifically for PowerShell stuff. So if you follow that account on Twitter, you're going to, you know, get tons of PowerShell streams like this from people doing PowerShell that are much smarter than me. So go check out their stuff whenever they go live. I think this posts in a Discord channel, a Discord server as well. I'll have to get that information as well. And I'll probably just put it on my Twitch. I probably should have all that information, the Twitter link and the Twitter link, a link to the Discord server. I don't know if you can just join or if you need an invite, but I'll try to include some of that stuff here so you guys can find more PowerShell stuff than just me. I just stream once a week for now, but anyway, that's about it. Follow me on all the things and have a great week. Again, I'm glad it's getting warmer. You guys, we made it through the wind chills. So good job. Pat yourself on the back. Okay, everybody have a good one. I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much.